In this video, I'd like to show you how you can create interactive presentations in Google Slides. There are lots of ways that you can use this idea or this skill, I guess, but for today, I'd like to create a table of contents for this slideshow that I've created. And so I've begun to uh, make a slideshow where it's going to be quite long and I'm going to have lots of slides. So I would like to, at the beginning for my users, have a table of contents. And I'd like to have links to each slide throughout the presentation so that they can quickly get to where they need to go. So to be able to create a link on this slide, the slide must have already been created. So I've only created 2 other slides so far, so that's as far as I'm going to be able to get on my table of contents today, and I think that's enough for this video. But remember, to be able to create the link on this page, the slide must have been created already. Something else that's important to note is that I have slides that utilize titles. And that's really important for this process, that you use a slide layout. So you can come and check your layout this way. And I used a title and body layout, but you could do a title slide, a title and 2 columns, or a title only. But it's important that your slide recognizes that it has a title and you use a title that makes sense to you so that you can find these specific slides when inserting links on the table of contents page. So here we go. I want to go ahead and create a list. And I want my first link to be app purpose and layout, because that's the name of my first slide. And so I want my users to be able to link right to that slide. So I'm going to highlight this text however you choose to highlight. And I clicked link on the toolbar, or I can click Command or Control K or insert link. And so then I see this option that I can link to slides in presentation. So I'm going to scroll down. I know that this is my next slide, but what if I rearranged my slides later and it wasn't my next slide? I don't want the chance of that getting messed up. So I'm going to find, using the title that I created, I'm going to find the specific slide that I want these words to link my user to. And I'm going to click Apply. So anytime somebody clicks on these words, and in presentation mode it's just one click, it'll link them right to this slide. Okay? So I want to do that for my next one too. And so I'm going to highlight these words, and however you start inserting your link, and I'm going to find that specific slide. And then I'm going to click Apply. And I like to test the links, and it takes me right there. Perfect. So something to note. If I was in presentation mode right now and my users clicked anywhere else on the slide besides these 2 links, it would take them to the next slide. So that kind of defeats my purpose of this table of contents slide if it's not used correctly. So we just have to do a couple of things. We just have to link everything else on this slide to this specific slide. So I'm going to highlight this text box, not the words, but the text box, so that if the user clicks anywhere inside here, they are linked to this direct slide. So I'm going to link, insert link, slides in this presentation, and table of contents. Okay, and I'm going to click Apply. Same thing for this text box, so notice I'm not highlighting those words or messing with the links I just created. It's the box itself. I want to link to this slide, table of contents slide. But what about this area that I missed? Well, I can utilize a linked shape. So I'm just going to create a rectangle that's the size and shape of the slide. And I know it's gray and overlaying right now, and I'm going to fix that. But first I want to link it. I want this to be linked to this slide. I just need to zoom out a little bit so that I'm able to see the link option for this slide. And I want that shape to link specifically to this slide, table of contents. So now I want this shape to be transparent. So I just made the line transparent, the fill transparent, and we can see through it. Right now, this shape is laying over these text boxes, so it's blocking my user from getting to these two links. So I want this shape to actually, I just right-clicked, I actually want it to, its order to be in the back of the slide, so the text lays over it. Okay, and so now, if my user clicks anywhere besides the text that I highlighted to go to specific slides, they should be taken to just this slide. So if I go into present mode, and we'll test it out. So if I click down here, I stay on this slide. If I click up here, I stay on this slide. But let's say I click right here, I'm taken to my third slide, right? Or right here, I'm taken to my next slide. And this can be used for interactive quizzes. This can be used for Jeopardy games. There's lots of ways that this interactive presentation can be used. That is how you could create a table of contents using interactive slides and linking from slide to slide within Google Slides. Thanks.